Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Here's Ritter. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line in the deep.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturns, and that's going to unlock a 3rd challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. Williams to throw on first. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 48. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Williams with 3rd and long. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, it's the veteran Tress Way who's out for the punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Packers will take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, Williams. Taken in by Dobbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Williams from the gun. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They motion a receiver left. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. Connection made to Coleman. Well, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First down throw by Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving into the red zone. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Now it's Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Levante David. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles face a 4-point deficit. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He cuts it back right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now here's Williams. This will be caught by Adams. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it's the Packers looking at 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Eagles have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Ritter looking to throw. And he got it! Interception! And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's on the move. Throwing deep down the left side. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He's loaded another one up. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
We send a man in motion. Back to throw it. And that's completed right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Williams set to pass. Pitts brings it in. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Second and 4. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. Massive hit. The ball is out. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. That play good for 17 and a first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5. To throw is Williams. The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Packers. Throwing it again here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Williams from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's out the clear. The 50. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Buying some time right. On the run right, throw, and they pick him off again. must have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Williams. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Rolling left, buying some time. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and it brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Third down, here's Williams. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. Very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Past midfield to the 45. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Lone back gets the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. It's about 43 yards for it. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that will make it a field goal game.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down throw by Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Adams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They put Adams in motion left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. and that's why they love breaking it out to reset.
They did it! He made the interception! Max Melton with the INT! Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 17. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So no change in the call on the field, and Kevin O'Connell's challenge is unsuccessful. Now Ritter. Getting out to his left. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. There's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. This will be caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send the tight end in motion. Williams to throw on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. He gets loose down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers holding on to a field goal lead. They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They put Adams in motion left. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 24. Jake Elliott set to
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Ritter looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. Oh, the football's loose. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Cut out left. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He's on the move. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's the visiting Packers.